What's up, you jellyheads? Welcome to another episode of Lack Thereof, episode 4, with your host. I'm Joe.
Steve.
Javal. Troy.
And we have another special guest, well, the same guest from last week, but another exciting episode. Eric, let them know who you are.
How's it going?
What's up, man?
What's up, guys? We're actually joined with Troy and Javal this week. And again, we have Eric. Eric's leaving this week. He kind of filled us in with what he was doing and how life is going. So we got some off-screen audience. Hi, ladies.
Hi.
I think we got the video all figured out today. So
Fingers crossed.
fingers fucking crossed, boys.
So far, so good.
You guys want to let the viewers know what was going on last week with you two?
Yeah, what was going on? I was out sick.
Yeah, I'm glad you're feeling a lot better, man.
Yeah, I had bronchitis.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody got time for that. Someone had to say it. Someone had to say
Well,
it.
that's
Yeah.
what it was.
I'm glad you're feeling better, but
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, we're definitely gonna miss you, Eric. You know, we definitely wish you well in your new journey. You know, so, but we'll definitely be out there to visit you.
Heck yeah.
Absolutely.
Troy, what's going on with you, man?
Oh, today has been nothing but crazy.
Yeah, we had a couple phone calls over the week. You had a workup or something like that in Cleveland.
Oh, yeah, I had to do a workshop up in Cleveland for some Azure cloud stuff. Super technical, super boring, and the test was awesome because they gave me half the answers. So they definitely didn't want anybody failing their test at their event. So that was kind of cool. Plus, I got paid all the mileage and everything for it. So that was a cool, like, $60.
Yeah, that's sweet.
And I don't have to pay gas. So, you know, it's all nice.
Well, do they pay you gas anyways if you have a Tesla?
Yeah. Yeah, they pay me like I have a gas vehicle. So
Really? Nice,
I use
nice.
$5 in electricity and they pay me $50.
Nice.
So
That's
it works out.
So like every time like you do go and like plug that thing in anywhere, like what do you have to do? Like swipe a debit card or?
So I almost never plug in outside of the house. I have a charger at home in the garage, but I've stopped at a couple superchargers like in Erie, PA, while heading to like Allegheny State Park out there. It's a New York, PA border.
Okay.
So that's a good drive out there. So I made it all the way to Erie, was getting a little low on battery, stopped to top it up. So that was like $7. You just plug in.
Nice.
So your card's attached to your Tesla app. So
Oh,
they just charge
okay.
it directly there.
So like whenever you do purchase that vehicle, like your card or your bank account is automatically with that vehicle.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Okay.
attached to the car. So if you can buy like accessories like floor mats and stuff directly from the app that
Wow.
you have your car in and stuff, and it
Yeah.
just comes to you. So
Yeah,
it's
that's cool.
it's crazy. But
So like I mean like with like a full battery charge, like I like how long does that usually last?
so if I took it all the way to empty, it would be about 400 miles.
Wow.
I never do. I keep it between 20 and 80 normally. Just like it's a lithium ion battery. So it's like your phone. You don't want it to go all the way dead. You don't want it to stay fully charged at all times. You can have battery issues. So I charge it up to 80, use it for a couple days, plug it in, then charge back to 80.
What I find funny is those videos of those Teslas on the side of the road hooked up to a generator.
Yeah.
You know I did hear like just to replace those batteries in those vehicles is like $20,000 to $30,000.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's expensive.
Wow.
They have really good warranties on them. But there was a Tesla that it was a Model S. I want to say it hit like 200,000 miles or something like that on it. Something crazy. They went through like 6 motors, 4 battery packs, like
Jesus.
a ton of work. But if you think about it, if it's like a brand new like car company and they're out there, you're probably doing engine swaps. You're
Right.
probably, changing out transmissions. You're probably changing out, bearings, A-arms, subframes, like a bunch of stuff, especially in like Ohio or something like that. You're going through a lot of other
definitely
ports.
want to take a ride.
Speaking
in that
about
thing, man.
Tesla, I mean, what's going on with Elon Musk? He buy Twitter or something?
Twitter. I
took
did
over
hear
Twitter.
something about that.
Did he?
Yes, he did.
Yeah, he owns Twitter.
What was up
taking
with
it private?
What was up with the
Yep.
sync? He brought a sync or something?
I don't know much about that. I don't know. He's a meme lord, so I mean,
What? So like that guy that did own Twitter, like
How about you buy it for?
like 32
Billion?
billion.
yeah,
or
I want to
some
say it was like
shit.
44 billion
Yeah.
was the
Jeez.
deal.
Man, that-
Well, Twitter was a publicly traded company, so
Yeah.
nobody owned Twitter. The board ran it, and people had controlling stock in
Right.
it. So he brought up the money to take it private, essentially, and own it as a private business, get it off of the New York Stock Exchange, all of that stuff. Because he feels like he can fix all the problems with Twitter and then take it back public and make a bunch of money.
Oh, really?
Because Jack Dorsey was the one who came up with Twitter,
Yeah.
and he's been gone for a while. This latest CEO has been running it for what, like 12, 14 months, something
Right,
like that,
right,
and
right.
he's gone now.
Yeah.
CEO, CFO, a bunch of other people, top execs out the door, done.
That's absurd, man. The money exchange is just outrageous.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
crazy.
yeah.
So, just taking a step back, I should have said this in the beginning. Again, everyone, thank you for subscribing, liking, listening. Helps the channel grow. Like I said it earlier in the podcast, we do all this out of my pocket.
That's right.
Come on, man.
Thanks.
My wife's not very happy about that. Sorry, Rachel. But no, we're getting closer and closer.
Yeah,
we're still
nobody.
we're still working on merch. Michelle should be. Is
Yeah.
it coming? Is it coming, Michelle?
Are we gonna do it or what?
We're waiting on her. We're waiting on her to jump. So.
Yeah. So my sister, we reached out to her and asked her to do a few merch for us. So it's kind of all up to her if she actually wants to do it.
Yeah.
So
If you guys know anyone, leave a comment. Another thing I want to promote is kind of a competition between everyone, not us, but like everyone out there. If we get, I think we're at 30 subscribers on YouTube right now, which is great. I mean, we don't really promote or anything, so word of mouth is kind of what we're based off of.
right, all about them shares.
So what I'm putting out there is if we hit let's say 200 subscribers, I'm gonna announce something. I don't know yet what it is. So 200 subscribers. Put a little something out there. Maybe free merch. I don't know. We'll figure something out.
Yeah,
but
some Snickers.
some Snickers. I don't
There
know.
you go.
But yeah. Let's try and hit 100 subscribers by the end of the week.
That's right.
You know.
Just like, share, comment, get it out there.
But jumping over to Eric. Eric had a little hiccup today. You want to talk about Eric?
Yeah, so I always go to the VFW. I got a lot of good buddies that are over there. So they wanted to throw a little going away party. So I drove over to the VFW. Just like we talked last week, don't drink and drive. I left my vehicle at the VFW.
Right.
And then today I went to go start it, completely dead.
That bitch is dead, huh?
It was dead.
He sent us a picture.
Yeah, we were out there for like 30 minutes just trying to charge it.
To jump it.
It was dead.
Yeah. Would you leave your door open or something?
I don't know what it was.
So you couldn't even get it jumped or anything.
Nope. Had to go buy a new
Wow.
battery.
Man, it's
Wow.
I'm kind of anxious to see what it does in the morning.
I know. I'm
Wow.
hoping that it's not the alternator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like when you do head out to Arizona and you got the box truck and stuff like that, what are you getting, like a car dolly?
Yeah,
Yeah.
trailer.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's what's up. But yeah, I mean, exciting week. Not really much has fucking happened on the front, but we're just trying to get everything situated. So excuse us if we're a little out of it. We haven't really had a meeting, so anyone have anything to talk about?
Javal, how'd your week go, man?
Boring as usual.
Yeah, besides being sick, huh?
Besides getting yelled at.
Kids.
Yeah.
I got 2 toddlers. I gotta chase around every day.
Yeah, I bet that was miserable, man.
Yeah.
You eat up in Cleveland?
No, I didn't want to get murdered. not by anybody there, by coming home, because I was a block away from Barrio up there.
Yeah.
And I wanted to stop, but I would have taken a picture, and I would have sent it to Elena, and I would have died. I would have got home,
dude.
and she would have grabbed me and just started strangling me.
Have you guys ever ate up there, Barrio?
No. What
So
is it?
so it's kind of like a taco. It's a taco place, obviously, but it's kind of like Chipotle, but paper form. So you have forms on the table, and you just mark whatever you want, and then you just leave the form on the table. Waitress comes by, picks it up, takes it to the kitchen. They bring it out, and it's kind of
Okay.
So did we walk through the barrio when we went VIP for the concert?
Look, he's name dropping.
No, I ain't name dropping nothing.
Yeah.
So,
Nothing.
yeah. Did we eat at BF or Buffalo Wild Wings?
Man, Lord, I can't think.
I forget, but yeah, the House of Blues they have. Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah, it's a couple blocks away from the House of Blues. I don't know if we went there or stopped, but yeah, they Barrio's really good. Have you guys ever been to the Butcher and the Brewer?
Mm-mm.
That place is one side is a butcher shop and the other side is a brewery.
Mm-hmm.
So you go next door, you get all your cutlery, and then you go next door and I want this cooked.
That's awesome.
I don't know if they cook it, but yeah, I mean that's their little gimmick is, one place I've never been is the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, which I think would be really nice. Have you guys ever been?
It's
Like
cool.
the
Yeah.
casino? And stuff
No,
like
the
that?
Rock and Roll.
The actual Hall of
Yeah.
Fame.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I was
Hall of
gonna
Fame's
say,
cool. I've been there a couple times.
yeah, that casino. Me and Ron been in there.
Yeah, the
It-
Jacks.
It
Oh,
ain't,
the
yeah, the
Jack.
Jacks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it ain't very exciting at all.
I guess we're not fun
Nah.
enough for these guys. All right, see you, ladies.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us.
Make the fucking shirts. Jesus Christ.
I will
Sorry,
say,
Mom. I didn't mean that.
You apologized. You apologized, deleted the recording, and apologized
yeah,
again.
sorry.
And now you're right back on it.
Sorry, Mom.
But no, like me and Ron been up at that Jackson. It ain't very exciting, but we went during COVID season.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, so nobody was there.
The only time I've ever really gambled was me and Eric took our families on a cruise ship. Well, I wouldn't say families, our wives. Eric and Jordan put this whole elaborate vacation together, and it was awesome. Eric and Jordan, I guess, saved up some money, and I just remember, me and Eric probably shit-faced, and we're in the fucking casino, and Eric walks up to me and is like, "You gonna gamble?" And I'm like, "Nah, I don't spend money like that, you know."
Yeah.
And he's like, "Well, here," and he hands me $100, and he's like, "Just spend it." Me and Jordan put all this money aside, just for gambling, and I'm like, "All right." So we fucking, I played Russian roulette because Zach,
Russian roulette.
or not Russian
roulette.
You played
roulette.
We're glad to have you here, Joey.
I won.
We're glad to have you, man.
Why do you think I'm so messed up? I didn't win the first time. That's not funny. Oh, shit. Sorry, guys.
No, but I mean seriously. So next year, when me and Brooke get married, we plan on going on a cruise to the Bahamas.
Yeah.
And so, if you guys got any input or something like that, like some good pricing or stuff like that.
So with the Bahamas, because that's where we went. I don't know if you're planning on going through Carnival, but
Well, see, she looked at that.
So we went through Carnival, and it was great. Like, I do not want to talk bad about anything about the trip, because that was awesome. But Carnival is such a money game with them. So they have you can upgrade when you stop at Princess Island or whatever.
Princess Cay's.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's one beach that's free. You can go. They'll charter you in, and then on the other side of the beach, it's $30 a person, and you get to swim with stingrays and shit like that and whatnot.
Hell yeah.
But the free beach is nothing but rough cement, and it fucks your feet up. You remember that, Eric?
Yep.
And the nice side of the beach,
Was it?
Oh yeah.
it's all sand and nice and whatnot. But yeah, I mean, it was a fantastic. We got a private house. They paid for a private house, so we went there and did some cooking lessons. We played on this big ass mat in a ravine. Like dude, it was cool, man.
Yeah.
It was a blast.
Yeah.
Yeah, good deal.
We watched a whole bunch of stand up. I mean, dude, we were there every night, weren't we?
Yep.
I mean,
Yeah,
the stand up. I forget who. I have the DVDs, but I forget who was. There was two stand up comedians, and I think the one actually has a Netflix special that just came out. So
Nice.
I mean, if you guys,
Yeah, so that's what we plan on doing for a honeymoon. You know, doing
just you guys, or you want me to go?
a cruise. I mean, you know, so originally what our plans were for our honeymoon was go to Nashville,
Right.
Tennessee,
That'd be nice though.
and yeah, and I was all stoked for that, man.
Yeah.
So, and
It'd be a
what
lot
she wanted
cheaper.
to do. Besides Nashville, she wanted to go to a beach, but invite everybody.
Right.
You know, which I'm good with too. You know.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
yeah, just the other
you
day
know-
she brought up the cruise, and I
Yeah.
was like, man,
I'll tell you what. When me and Rachel
Yeah.
got married, we went to Canada, Collingwood, Canada, or Ontario, or Collingwood. I forget what it is. It's weird up there. I don't know. I'm not very geographical.
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 He's not good at math either.
Oh, there's math in there
fuck it,
too,
let's
I
play
guess.
Russian roulette.
So, but yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's I all I have to say is, you know, it was a fun time, and I think it really helped out. It was just her and I, no one else, because you don't have to worry about anyone.
Yeah.
It's just you guys, just, you know, do what you guys do. You know
Yeah,
what I
that's
mean?
cool.
That's the biggest thing.
You know, like I was all stoked about, you know, going to Nashville because
I'm just stoked that I'm gonna be your best man.
I could invite
that's
I could invite like you
he's
guys.
ignoring
It's like, why you gotta put me on the spot, man? This is like Russian roulette itself.
Eric's
man.
not your best man. I'm your best man, huh?
Oh man, I
Go ahead.
can't do that, man. Anyway, go on.
What?
What?
So.
You're my best man.
You're my best man. Oh shit. Yeah. No, so we got some exciting stuff in the works. We're working on an intro. The guy that's working on it, he is gonna kind of be in and out of the picture. You know, had a decent conversation with him. I know I didn't talk to any of you guys about this, but I think it'll be really cool. He sent me a little clip yesterday, and Steve in the group chat,
Lord.
he said, "Is that our intro? That shit sounds like a funeral."
Something you would play at a funeral home, man.
No, it was dope though.
No, it wasn't.
Shut up, he's gonna hear this.
I don't give
was-
a shit.
No,
For
it
the
was-
record, I thought it was dope.
Yeah, no, it was.
I didn't hear it.
It was.
Yes, you did.
It was
didn't
real.
hear it.
Here, I'll play it real quick. You want me to play it?
No, you don't gotta play it.
I'm gonna play it. Well, maybe I
Yeah,
should
don't
because
play it.
yeah, because it's not mine.
I mean,
It's not
don't
mine.
play it.
Yeah, but yeah, man. No, it's crazy. What's going on? You know, in the world. You know, we there's fucking, I don't know. There's so much I want to talk about, but I can't hone in on anything.
Yeah, talk about it, man. Spill it out.
I mean, let's go to the board real quick. Hold on.
Yeah, that's what the board's for.
So we got 70s. I'm gonna guess 70s show actor Danny, blah blah blah, sexual assault.
Man,
Danny
so
Masterson?
did you?
That's-
Did you?
That's been going on for a while.
That's been
Was
a
that-
long
that-
time.
That's the guy that was in.
He was in that 70s
Ranch.
show. He was Hyde, and he was on the ranch.
What'd
he was an executive producer of the ranch too,
What
I
do you
believe.
do? Is that part of the Me Too
Yeah, the
movement?
hashtag.
Yeah, that
man.
all came from like Me
Of the-
Too.
of the
He's
70s
always
shows?
maintained his
No.
his incident. Or wow, I'm turning into Joey. He's always maintained. His
Hey, the guy at
innocence.
work. I'm terrible with names, and he starts calling people the wrong names. So that's yeah. But go on, Troy. I'm sorry.
But yeah, he's always maintained that he did nothing wrong. There were no charges. Blah 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 blah. But you know, it's the whole Me Too movement. You never know.
Yeah, you know,
and it hit
innocent.
public opinion.
Innocent till proven guilty.
Right.
But yeah, he is under fire for multiple sexual assault charges.
Yeah, they booted him off of the ranch, which
Yeah,
was a show
which-
that
yeah, I
he
mean,
helped create
he
with
helped- yeah.
Ashton Kutcher.
No, who's this?
Danny
The-
Masterson. He played Hyde
Yeah.
on that 70s show. The dude with the
Curly
like,
hair.
Yeah.
Was that the dude with the shades?
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
shit.
Yes,
Yeah, that one.
yeah.
And then he played one of the brothers as the main character on the ranch.
Yeah.
And then, because they brought in all of the people from that 70s show,
Mm-hmm.
like Topher Grace and everybody, into that show. And all of a sudden, they just killed him. They killed his character.
Wow.
He was just dead.
Did,
Dude,
did
it-
you guys see
there's-
finally that? Well, I mean, bless his heart, but Tom Brady and his old lady finally got divorced.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys see
Did
that?
Well,
Yeah.
we've been talking about this for 3 weeks now.
I know, but we were waiting on it.
Yeah, yeah,
You know,
yeah.
like it,
Well, the
it
one
was
guy-
like it was like a toss up, you know, because I read something that she gave him an ultimatum.
An ultimatum.
That yeah,
We're all doing it.
an ultimatum
It's a flub episode.
that
Work with us, guys.
an
We're-
ultimatum that he quits NFL and spends more time with the family, or she's gone. Well, I mean, clearly he made his decision. You know, he's still in the NFL.
Well, I mean,
You know, I mean,
it's his dream. How are you gonna tell someone that they need to pick between you or the
Yeah,
dream?
yeah, you
and
can't.
I get the whole family aspect because you know, like this is my dream. Like hanging out with you guys doing this podcast, my dream. Rachel backs me up 100%. She gets
Oh, yeah.
pissed that I spend money, but you know, at the end of the day, I'm happy. She's happy, and she knows this makes me happy. She knows I
Right.
drive to do this podcast.
you know, I mean, and that's the same with Brooke. You know, she realizes, hey, you ain't going out, you ain't getting tore up, you're safe.
Oh, we're getting tore up.
I mean, besides that,
I bought a bottle.
Yeah, the
well, you
cheapest,
keep
the
that-
cheapest
No,
vodka. He could,
No,
fuck
the
no.
no.
cheapest
bottle
vodka he
wet.
could find.
He's thinking I bought E and J.
Oh,
No, I didn't buy E and
Jamal,
J.
Jamal, you
What'd you
want a
buy?
shot of that?
Red
With that
Stag.
cheap
Oh,
ass
Stag.
Oh,
vodka.
Red Stag.
Oh
Okay.
no, that fucking tequila.
Not bad.
Yeah, the cheapest
Woodford,
tequila he
but-
could find.
That's
Yeah.
the Rocks tequila. I've
No.
been wanting to try. I'm gonna say that it's a very harsh tequila. I love it, but we're not tequila drinkers.
Terrible.
I am a tequila drinker.
Oh,
That stuff is bad. I bought
so
an
you like
$83
Patron?
shot from Barrio to have Don Julio Real.
Listen,
$83 shot.
Me,
so
me,
you like Patron and stuff
I
like that?
despise Patron. Patron is bottom of the barrel swill.
hey,
But it has a brand name on it and everybody likes it.
Yeah,
Because of that name.
me, Daryl.
I like aged tequila at least a
Okay.
year añejo.
Yeah.
Good tequila that
me,
you can
Daryl,
smooth sit.
and you know Rachel and a few other people. We went out to a concert a few months ago, and they had Rocks tequila. I was already half in the bag. You know what I mean? So when I took the Rocks tequila, I'm like, man, this shit's fucking good. And then I buy a bottle, and I'm like, holy shit, this is way different than what they probably had the better version of it or something. I don't know.
That shit was aged.
I don't know, man. Eric, you like tequila?
I do not.
No,
Nope.
I can't do clear liquor.
Dude, I have no idea. I even with whiskey, you know, I hear so there's the whiskey ginger, which is the guy that played in
Yes,
you know what I'm talking about, the
my
pod-
boy, my
Man.
boyfriend.
That's my boy.
No.
My
They
boy.
don't know what we're talking about.
no
Should we show them the video?
Oh,
I love that
Lord.
video.
Oh, it's funny.
Yeah, that video is great.
Here, give me a second. I got to pull all this shit up. I didn't do this pre. You guys just keep talking.
So like to describe the video, Ginger, his best friend is black. So
keep talking.
and the way he describes the video, so in the video he says, "Yeah, we boys.
No, if you mess with me,
Yeah, you mess with me, you mess with my boy." And the black guy's in the back saying, "Yeah, yeah." He says, "Yeah, you mess with me, you mess with my boyfriend." He said, that black guy says, "No,
Yeah. That's my boy.
no, we ain't."
That's my friend. That's my boyfriend. He's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Just back that up a little bit.
Yeah,
Hold on.
yeah.
Wait, not that way either. Hold on.
Oh man.
I'm gonna get there.
I laugh every time I see that video.
Where's it at? You know what? I'm under the wrong account. Bear with us a minute, guys.
Yeah.
All right, so you
Just
don't,
bear
you
with
don't
us.
like clear liquor. So what, like Scotch, whiskey? You
Yeah.
know, just any whiskey.
So I got drawn on to this whiskey. It's called Drop Time. Drop Time. What is it?
Is it a bourbon?
It's almost like a bourbon,
Okay.
It's
but it is smooth, buddy.
Galaxy?
But it's expensive.
I
It's
don't have an
expensive.
813.
What do you need, Joey?
The 2-factor.
Whoops. Give me 1 second. Sorry.
Yeah,
Wow.
just hang
Yeah.
with us, guys.
All right, so it's a bourbon, or
Yeah,
like a bourbon.
So it's like a bourbon, but it's called Drop Time, and it's smooth as hell. But man, it's expensive.
Yeah.
I mean, just for like a fifth or whatever, it's right around like $60 bucks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, but it's good. It's good.
I've been exploring a ton of scotches lately. I found that I am all about smoky scotches.
Oh, okay.
So your Lafroigs, your Ardbegs, your some of the Lagavulin.
Yeah.
It's I really want to get that Nick Offerman edition of
Oh,
Lagavulin.
I heard about that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's supposed to be super good.
You touched it last time.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
You walked right in front of it.
Hey, you got this video, Joe?
Yeah, I got it.
Oh shit! Here we go. Eric, check this.
I'm gonna wait until Javal gets over here.
Yeah.
I got arthritis. All right. Can everyone hear? Give me a second.
Yeah, we got it.
You never seen this, Eric?
No.
Oh,
Hey,
this
so
is-
good.
This is me and Javal right here. Full.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's me and Javal.
It's playing. It says. We boyfriends.
He said no. We. Oh man.
You guys probably didn't hear that. So like I said, we're working on bugs. It is what it is, but yeah, that's me and Javal all the way.
Yeah.
Or they did hear that.
Yeah.
They-
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they heard that great.
You think?
If it's in your headphones, it's
It is.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
noticed I couldn't hear it because I'm not wearing headphones. So
Yeah. They. We heard that in the headset.
Yeah, I doubt they heard that.
maybe.
We'll see.
But yeah, I mean, you know, one of the drinks that I used to do back in the day when I was an alcoholic,
Right there with you.
we
Still is.
I ain't no alcoholic. You're a fucking alcoholic.
That's
I
the
ain't, man.
denial
Them-
talking.
Them
Right
Yeah,
motherfuckers,
yeah,
them, motherfuckers
yeah.
them motherfuckers go to meetings.
Yeah. They
gotta
got a
drink.
problem.
I got to drink
That
every
aren't-
week.
I'm
Order-
just
ordered.
drunk.
You know,
Can't go a weekend without
people
drinking.
say I have a problem with drinking. I don't have a problem with drinking at all. I love drinking.
Right.
I just had a problem stopping.
So, Rumplemints.
Oh,
yeah,
Lord, no.
You guys don't like Rumplemints?
No. Oh, my goodness.
Could be worse.
Yeah, so when I did security at Kicking Country out in Bolivar, so you didn't hear this from me, but yeah, so some of the people that came in, they would buy all the bouncers shots,
Allegedly.
allegedly. So they would buy us Rumplemints. And, oh, my Lord.
You know what Rumplemints is?
It's tastes like toothpaste, don't it?
It's a
Damn near.
What is that? A fucking
Like a spearmint.
it's a
Peppermint.
Yeah, yeah, like
what
a
is that?
peppermint.
A fucking
It's a liqueur.
yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck man.
But
it's
man.
100 proof.
Yeah, it was
You remember when we used
nasty.
to chug pass 151?
Yes.
Oh
Um, I was in Put-in-Bay a few years ago when like 151 was gone, and they had some there. And I did a shot of it just for old time's sake, and I was just like, how did we chug bottles
dude.
of this?
I remember the first time Daryl's brother bought Everclear to that party.
Yeah.
At Adam's house.
Mm-hmm.
See, and that's crazy. You can only buy Everclear like certain places. Eric,
Around
like,
here.
Like, when was the first time that you ever like experienced alcohol?
Shoot. So, yeah, it was. Do you remember Jake?
Yeah, Jake and Ashley.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean,
yeah.
we started drinking pretty young. I mean,
Yeah,
our
I
dad,
mean, like he allowed you, you know, if you were
our
home.
dad was like, hey, if you're gonna do drugs or drink or anything like that,
Yeah.
you're gonna get the drugs through me. You're gonna get,
Yeah.
whatever. But I mean, thankfully we never did.
So Eric, tell us
parents
about
are
that.
connect.
Huh?
Tell us
Your
about
parents are
that
connect.
dish.
Our parents are what?
Or your connect to get
Dish soap.
get some drugs.
Yeah. Well, yeah, my dad.
Hey, he was gonna tell us about that dish soap.
What happened to my phone?
Yeah. So, first time ever trying marijuana.
Oh,
Yeah, it was fun. It wasn't fun. So basically, I don't want to put names out there, but I was smoking with somebody, and he was a jokester. He liked to prank people.
This is someone we know, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Is it
Yep.
okay? Can we say related or not?
Yeah, they're
Okay.
related.
Okay.
So he was a jokester. First time, getting high, my mouth started getting really dry, and I started freaking out. And he's like, "You got to pound water. You got to pound water." So I'm at the sink, just down in water, and I was like, "All right, well, I got to use the bathroom." So I went to the bathroom, and when I was in there, he put Dawn dish soap in it. But I was so high that I didn't taste it. I was still down in
And
it.
you're burping bubbles.
Yeah.
were you were?
What?
Were you really burping bubbles?
No, I wasn't burping bubbles.
So it was the scene from The Little Rascals.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, man.
Nice.
I mean, so like,
Darla.
even though he put that dish soap in there, like, what happened? Like, were you sick or what?
No. He only let me. I didn't even finish the whole glass. It was probably
And he
a quarter
stopped you.
a quarter of the glass, and he was dying laughing. I'm like, what the fuck is so funny?
Hey, I'll never forget it, man. So, like, me and Eric were drinking one day, and
What's new?
anyway, so yeah, me and Eric were drinking one day, like back in our day, and we went over from where I was living, the neighbor's house, and they were a big party house. And I know as soon as I keep on going with the conversation, Eric's gonna remember. But anyway, we went over there, and I mean, music bumping, shit like that.
Right.
But next thing we know, we heard bam, bam, bam at the door. And here's like 10 Canton police
Oh my
at
gosh.
this door. And Eric was underage, and he was like, "Fuck, I gotta sober up, man." Well, like, just do push-ups.
Does that work?
So this boy was.
I was doing
No.
push-ups. I was
Oh.
freaking out.
Eric was sitting there on the fucking the bedroom floor doing about 100 push-ups. I was like, Eric, the lights are out. Just go to sleep. But oh my Lord, it was funny, man.
Dude, I remember that time you guys were at a party and you guys came home, and you guys were fucking wasted, and I was like, "What'd you guys do?" And Eric's like, "Steve threw a can of soup on the fire."
Oh,
You guys want to
man.
elaborate that story?
Yeah, man. So,
Oh.
so we went over to one of my friend's house, and we were having a little bonfire. I mean, nothing huge, but we were sitting there, getting tore up, and
As
we had
teenagers do.
Yeah, of course. So we had this bright idea that I learned, hey, throw a soup can in this fire. So we threw a big soup can, I mean, huge.
The big
big ones.
vegetable.
Yep. So we threw it in there, and I mean, literally, it took about 15 minutes. So we were sitting there in this thing. And as soon as we heard that, I mean, we knew it was both ends about to blow.
Oh my god.
So the thing, bam, 2 minutes later, and all I seen was Eric, like, feet spread out like Superman. I mean, it set off car alarms, everything.
The entire fire was out.
It was gone.
It was completely gone.
Gone.
That's crazy.
Oh, it was.
I remember.
It's like you're putting out an oil fire.
Yeah. Troy, I don't know if you were here at this party. So like we got. It was Ray Burka. You remember Ray Burka?
I can't remember names
It
that
don't
well
matter.
from that time.
But it was like the night before Warped Tour or something like that, and we got invited to a party. So we ended up going to this party, and I think it was the first night I met Daryl. And we went to this party, and they had fireworks, like the kind that you drop down in a tube.
Oh, the mortars, yeah.
Oh, the mortars.
So they had like 2 different tubes, a handful of different fireworks. And you know those tubes are made for certain fireworks. Well, they put a fucking skinny mini in a big tube, and you know they're letting these fireworks off. And the next thing I know, this motherfucker pops up no higher than 10 foot.
Oh Lord!
Yep.
And it was like, boom, dude. It like I was like, what the fuck, man. That shit was crazy.
I've had that exact situation happen to me with a small mortar in a large tube, and it hit it and knocked it out, and it just rolled across the ground as everybody scattered.
Joey,
That might have been that night.
I was definitely in Texas at that time.
Joey, remember when we were real young? But we
when you
went
peed in that when you
No. So
Allegedly.
when you
so
allegedly.
I already know what he was gonna say, so I had to stop.
You don't want to talk about that.
No.
Do you guys want to hear it?
No, we don't. No, we
ahead.
went to
If we
to
get
that
200
party.
likes and subscriptions.
200 likes. 200 subscribers. We will talk about this.
We'll announce it.
We will announce this. We will announce this. What we're talking about.
Oh my goodness. No, but anyways, you remember we went to that party, and that lady, her dogs just had puppies. And I was sitting there like, bow! Shot that bottle rocket, and I did not mean it, but it like shot up and went straight down and right in that fucking doghouse where them puppies were.
I don't remember.
And here she comes, like comes
we
out,
drunk?
and she was like, "You need to get the fuck out of here." I'm like, "I swear, I did not mean it."
Oh man.
Yeah, I forget where we were.
Yeah, that shit, man. I remember the time we went to Ferraro's.
Potato skins.
Dude, we went to Ferraro's and we were all drinking and I mean, obviously we were in high school, whatever. I don't know if this is incriminating, is it? But
Allegedly.
anyways, allegedly we were drunk. But
Just gonna put out a merch shirt that just says allegedly.
but we went to Ferraro's and we're sitting there, we're all fucking hungry, we're all eating whatever, and our waiter was this nice young lady, whatever, but she must have had like a runner, and the runner comes out, we order her food and she brings the appetizers out, and the lady's just like, potato skins, and Steve's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I just like looked up like, wow.
Hey, and then someone said we couldn't pay the bill, so me, Steve, and Eric just fucking dipped.
Bolted, buddy. Next thing I went outside to smoke a cigarette or something, but I look over and somebody was like running around the car wash. I was like,
That was me, man. I was out, son. Fucking out. Oh man.
but in reality, we had
did.
enough to pay the bill.
Yeah.
We
We
did
did the dishes. Yeah. So.
Dish tank for a week.
Yeah.
Guys
This
probably ran out on the bills.
Act like you never walked out on a bill.
Never.
You
Never.
wined and dined.
I used to work at Ferraro's.
Did you?
Yeah.
You must have been in the back because I never seen you.
No.
Yeah, I worked in the back. Why would I work in the front?
Why?
I don't know.
Doing what?
You got a nice face
I got fired. I got fired from there.
for walking out on your bill.
No, I got into a altercation.
Altercation. I love it.
Can we hear about it?
What, you get in a fight with a dishwasher?
Can we hear
Come on,
about it,
motherfucker.
Jamal? Let's hear about it.
I was the dishwasher.
Oh, somebody didn't stack their plates ahead of time. That's what happened.
I got in a fight with myself. Yeah.
You're that motherfucker talking in the
Fuck
back.
this dishwasher.
Somebody didn't pre-scrape their plates and they stacked them all over the place, and he was just like, "I'm done."
Hey, I'll tell you what. The guy, I'm not going to say his name because he is he works in Hollywood now. He's a filmographer or whatever.
Photographer?
No,
Filmographer.
Filmographer or whatever it's called. But we worked at Outback together, and the dude's just fucking nuts. You know, he's funny, but what he used to do is like bring the food back, and like the people wouldn't want, like, we'll eat half a steak, and then he would just eat it. Like, what the fuck, dude?
Why not?
They ate off it.
Who cares?
Did I know
He's
this person?
No, I mean, you might.
Old Outback or New Outback?
I'm not hungry.
It's New Outback.
New Outback?
Yeah.
Okay, so it was after I worked at Outback.
Well, he might have been at the old. I'll tell you off air.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, that sounds kind of nasty. I wouldn't do it, but you got to understand, you got somebody that's homeless. Yeah.
No, he's not.
Yeah.
He's just doing it for kicks and giggles. He wanted
know,
to see
He's
it-
just trying to be
if-
edgy.
yeah.
If you were homeless, I guarantee you'd
Yeah.
eat that steak.
Or if he
Oh,
was
for sure.
Oh, yeah.
locked up for
Yeah.
5 years.
No,
he'd eat that steak.
No.
I will say the best I've ever eaten in my life was when I worked at Outback, when I worked on the line.
Dude,
After
I
I got
mean-
out of the dish tank and I went to saute, I made myself the greatest food.
It
all
was
the time.
probably
for
when I worked at
sure.
Outback. It was probably one of my favorite jobs. I mean, I worked there for like 2 or 3 years. It was great, but I mean, it's all different now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So food, like we talked about it a couple of weeks ago, the food industry sucks. And you know it's crazy.
Yep.
I was listening to Dr. Phil on Joe Rogan, and you know it's crazy that the way that he portrayed things, how society is now, and how kids are so attached to their phones, and they just you know he was pretty much saying how kids don't have friends. You know, they have followers, they have friends on Facebook and shit like that, but these kids are alone.
You know, that's funny you say that, Joe. You know, not to throw him out there or to bash him or anything like that, but you know, my little brother, you know, my dad was remarried, and with my stepmom, he had 2 other children, but with my stepbrother, he was homeschooled.
Right.
He was homeschooled, so all he knows is, you know, to play them video games.
Yeah, but I mean, he's an awesome kid though. You know?
He's awesome.
Yeah.
Like if
Yeah.
he would, you were here that when you seen him that day. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but yeah, I mean, but these kids,
Down to
they're
earth,
they're
man.
so recluse. You know, they're all about themselves, and you know that's why they don't have like social skills.
Yeah.
Well, I'll say that's not entirely all technology. Like that's a big part of it, but the world has changed a lot too. Like
Well,
we used to be
that's
able to
what
run
Dr.
the
Phil
streets
said,
when
too.
we were kids and stuff, and do a whole bunch of crazy stuff. I wouldn't let my kids out on the streets.
No.
because I'll never
No.
see them again.
Oh, this world
sorry.
is crazy, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, so it's like it's part that you don't want them just out free running around the neighborhoods and stuff like that a lot of times because you never know what's out there.
well,
it's crazy.
I mean,
so.
the world's different from when we grew up to now. I mean, you
Yeah.
have a whole bunch
Oh.
of crazy people.
Oh,
I mean,
without a
all-
doubt,
all
man.
these-
You know, like I remember, like, hey, my parents used to tell me, "Hey, don't come inside until the street lights are on."
Right.
You know, like, but nowadays, shit, you're getting robbed, shot, in broad daylight.
right.
You know,
It's crazy.
Yeah, I get off of school, hop on my bike, and show up at like 7:00.
Yeah.
Like,
yep.
you know, if I was allowed, I'd get permission ahead of time because
Oh,
I'd
yeah.
get beat if I didn't show up at home.
Come on, get that
time.
ass whooped.
yeah, it's crazy. You know, but I mean, we don't mean anything by it. You know, we're not throwing anyone under the bus. It's just you know, what I see. You know, it's sad. No one has any manners really.
It's crazy. That's
So,
how
well-
it nowadays is.
Eric, you had that incident with Wendy's that one time. Remember we came up and you were like, yeah, we stopped and got Wendy's and something happened, like you went through the drive-through or something like that.
No, it was for Benji's birthday. So we went in and we ordered food. It took like 10 minutes just for them to come up to the register.
Yeah.
And,
wow.
And they didn't even acknowledge you.
No, they didn't. And basically, they were getting in an argument behind the counter about politics right in front of us, and we're just trying to order our food. Like they're not even taking our order yet. And
So
yeah,
like you heard them over the mic talking about politics.
no, we were inside.
Okay.
Right in front of the counter. They were going back and forth. They were getting pissed off at each other.
That it's so. I mean, juvenile. You know, it's yeah. But do you guys want to talk about jail time
What
This
about 'em?
country or other countries?
with us? Have any Eric? You ever been to jail?
Nope.
Troy, you ever been to jail?
Again, which country?
What do you mean? What?
United States or Mexico? Because the answer is yes for both.
I didn't know you went to jail in Mexico.
Oh yeah.
do you
That
want
was
to
a fun
elaborate
time.
or?
I can.
I mean, you don't have to put your business out there.
it's fine.
I'll tell
it
you.
was
I'll
a
tell you my
long
story
time ago.
first if you want to.
was a
Well,
long time ago.
It don't matter.
So when I was in the military, I was within about 5 miles from Mexico, and we like to go over there and party. And a lot of times, it's funny that you brought up Everclear because we used to pregame sometimes with Everclear. Take a few shots of that. You don't have to spend as much money in Mexico getting just completely obliterated.
Just a pregame.
Yeah. So go across. Kind of feels a little off, but we're going to go anyways.
Go pee.
Yeah, you're good. So anyways, go across, having a good time.
Just come out and around.
We go to the street vendor. We decide we're going to go get some tacos, right? Go over there.
Steve. Hold up.
You're all caught up.
We're working on this, guys. Hold on. Yeah, just put that around. Go ahead, Troy. Sorry.
No, so I'm
Eric.
obliterated at this point, right? I'm pretty much blacked out almost. And
You're empty, right?
Oh yeah.
so, I'm watching him sneak by the camera. It's
Sketch.
super sketch.
Go ahead.
And we're good. So anyways, completely obliterated, right? I don't know what's going on. So my buddy, he leaves to go in the club to go pee, right? So I'm waiting on him to come back. He's got the money. So I'm waiting on him, and I'm like, all right, he's coming back. I'm going to go pee real quick. And then I get stopped. They try to say that I was taken off. I wasn't going to pay, all of this stuff.
Pulling a
So-
Javal.
We're in Mexico. Mexican cop shows up, and what we're pretty much told is, hey, keep an extra couple bills in your sock or something like that, in case you get stopped. 90% of the time you'll be fine. 10% of the time you'll find that straight cop that's not going to take kindly to that bribe. Well, I don't know exactly what happened, but next thing I know, I was on a pretty much like this bus, and I was handcuffed and then taken to the jail.
Jeez.
And then I had a video camera on me. I had, all this stuff. I figured I'm screwed because the first thing they do is they call the base.
Right.
Right. So I'm like, I'm done. I knew somebody who had gone to jail in Mexico and just got reamed. He got Article 15 for it. Non-judicial punishment. Military people would know. Not a great thing. So I'm sitting there just, I'm done, right? But I'm so drunk that I'm an idiot. And I'm in this cell, this tiny little cell that's about half the size of this room with like 15 people in it. And I'm
Just
yelling,
so
call the
everyone
embassy.
knows, this room's not that big.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm yelling, call the embassy, call the embassy. 'Cause what? I'm drunk. Who knows? I'm an idiot. So eventually I pass out. I wake up. My shoes aren't on me anymore. I'm in a different cell. And I look over and I see a dude wearing my shoes. So I'm like, I have to play this part. I can't be a punk. So I run up and I sneak up on the dude and I just start slamming his head into the bars, take my shoes back. People come in. I get worked up a little bit out back. It wasn't a great experience. But so anyways, I come back. They put me back in. They tell me,
Do you get tacos in jail?
no. No. So I went in on a Saturday. This is now Sunday morning. And I might be going to a burning place. And if you're Joey's mom, to listen to any more of this. So
burning
I,
place. You're going to hell.
I'm going to hell. So anyways, a preacher came, right, to do Sunday services in jail. So I got a dude to translate for me. And I'm like, hey, I'm an idiot.
Eric, watch your mic.
You know, I screwed up, but I have a Sunday school class that I have to teach that has a whole bunch of kids, and they look up to me, and I got to get to them. I can't figure out how to get out of here. If you bail me out, I have money. We'll go to an ATM. I'll pay you twice as much to get me out. God sent you to me, you know.
Right.
These kids I'm all they got. Right? He's like, all right. So he bailed me out. I'm waiting this whole time for the military to show up, for the first sergeant to show up and get me out. Not showing up. Okay. He bails me out. We go to the counter, get my wallet back. Nothing in it. My social security card was in it. My military ID was in it. My license, everything was in it. I had like $200 in it. Everything's gone. No bank cards, no nothing. Right?
Man.
And I'm like, I am screwed. So I'm digging through it, and I remembered I had one little secret pocket that you couldn't really get your fingers into that had one
I get my
debit
fingers
card.
into everything, dude.
I heard. I know stories. So anyways, I get in this truck with this guy, right? And two other guys. It's a little pickup, single cab, right? There's 4 people in this cab now with me in it. I'm right in between, sitting super bitch with a freaking
Super bitch.
No. I'm squeezed in, and every time he shifts gears, it hits my knees. So we're grinding
Super
gears
bitch.
because I can't move my knees, right? I weighed like $115 at the time. I was skinny, and
That's funny.
I couldn't fit. So we start driving further into Mexico. At this point, I'm like, all right, I'm ransom now.
That's
Like,
another shirt. That's another
we're done.
shirt. Super bitch.
super bitch.
Super bitch.
So we finally pull up to like all these shacks. One dude gets out, and then we leave, right? Because they're all speaking Spanish. I haven't spoke Spanish since I was like 6, something like that. I can't really understand it well.
Si, senor.
Yeah, that's about it. So we pull up to a it's like a grocery store, something like that.
Yeah.
Hop out. They're like, ATM inside. I went, all right. You got it, boss. Went inside, had that one hidden bank card, pulled out money, gave it to him, and I'm like, why did I just give him money now? We're not out of Mexico. We drove another 10 minutes to the border.
Oh,
but I'm like,
shit.
this dude's a preacher, Hopefully he's not full of shit like I was,
Right.
About all these kids. Dropped me off at the border. I am haggard, right? I am just all jacked up, right? I got worked up. I got, my face doesn't look great. I'm all disheveled. I went super hard and then spent the night in jail. So I walk across the border, and at the time it wasn't like a card or anything like that. And I just went, I'm a U.S. citizen. I'm in the military. Rough night. I got robbed. And they're like, all right, well, you have ID or anything? I'm like, no. What's your social? Gave it to them. They looked it up, and they're like, all right,
Good to
walk
go.
across.
Man.
So got to a payphone, called a buddy, didn't pick up, started walking to the base. Wouldn't you know it, cop pulls up and pulls over to the side of the road. And I'm just like, this is just not my weekend. So he's like, what's going on, buddy? And I'm like, I got robbed in Mexico. I'm not having a great, night. And he's like, well, that sucks. Where you going? And I was like, I tried to call my buddy. I'm going to the base. And he's like, I'll give you a ride. And I'm like, with all due respect, I don't think it's going to be the greatest thing to show up in the cop car to the base. And he's like, it'd be fine. I'll drop you off like right outside the gate. They won't see you. You can walk up. I'm like, all right, appreciate it. Get in the back of the cop car, head up there. I'm like, I'm going to jail. Like, he's not taking me to the base. I look like a homeless dude right now. Pull up to the base. Luckily, one of my buddies was working the gate. Walked up and was like, do I have a bolo? Be on the lookout, right? When you go to Mexico, they put a bolo out on you when they find out you're in Mexican jail.
Right.
First sergeant shows up, you get in a whole bunch of trouble. He goes, no, should we? I'm like, those motherfuckers didn't report shit because they robbed so much shit from me.
Oh, wow.
So they weren't going to fess up and be like, we have one of your airmen here. So they were just going to hold me for a while and then let me go.
Oh man.
So
That's
I'm
crazy.
just like, oh, okay. I am never going. I went with a different buddy this time that I thought was a friend, but obviously wasn't too reliable. Because I showed up at his door and was like, where'd you go? And he's like, I don't know, you ran off. And I was like, no, you ran off. You were supposed to pay the bill, and you didn't.
Never paid the bill.
And he was like, oh, no, I was trashed. I just left. And I was like, thanks. So, yeah, that was my Mexican jail story.
Wow.
I'm waiting to pay for that kid story.
Yeah.
You know? But, hey, it got me out, so.
Hey, that works. So on that note, I think we're pretty much out of time. Again, guys, we cannot thank you guys fucking enough. I mean, the support's been unreal. We appreciate everything. We have a Facebook page up now, Instagram. We're working on Twitter. Like I said, go to YouTube. We'll have actual video this time if we can find it.
Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully.
you're seeing
It's
it,
recording
it's
somewhere.
there.
I don't know. It's somewhere.
Yeah, thank you. And, you know, like we said, you know, 200 subscribers, and we'll bust out that story.
We will bust that story out.
Yeah, and we're gonna give you a pack of ramen noodles.
There you go.
200 subscribers. We'll do Steve's story, and then I'll announce what I'm working on the side. So, again, thank you guys so fucking much. Like, subscribe, comment, you know.
And
comment.
share, please.
Yeah, share. That's another big one. So
Get in the comments.
Get the comments. Everyone,
comments.
wave at the camera.
Get the comments.
We out.
Love you.